Hello everyone. Today in this video we are going to learn the concept of bad debts. At the end of the video you will be learning what is bad debts, what's the journal entry of bad debts, and more importantly how bad debts will be treated in final accounts. So let's get into this. First let's see what's the meaning of bad debts. Let's go through the meaning first. Debts which is irrecoverable is bad debts, which means bad debts is a debt which we cannot recover from the debtors. I'll be telling you what it really means by a diagram, but first let's read it once. When a customer does not pay the amount due from him and all the hopes of recovering the amount are lost, it is said to be bad debts. Even if you don't understand the meaning, don't worry. That's why I am here and I'll be telling you what is really bad debts is by a diagram. So here we have a great example for bad debts. See, is a debtor. For those persons who don't know who is debtor is a person who owe us money, which means this person have to give us money. So in this case, this debtor have to pay us, he have to give us 1 lakh rupees. Okay, and we came to know is not yet paid the money, so we are calling through his phone number, is not taking, and we go to his address, is not there. What happened to him we don't know, but we have our money, which means we have to get this money from him, but he is not going to give it. Okay, so we lost the hope that we will recover this money from him. Okay, he ran away, so we not going to recover 1 lakh, he's not going to give us. Okay, so this 1 lakh rupees become bad debts. So debtor have to give us 1 lakh rupees. We came to know he ran away, he's not going to give us the 1 lakh rupees, which means we cannot recover this 1 lakh rupees from debtor. This 1 lakh rupees which we cannot recover is become bad debts. Okay, let's see another example. So in this example, the debtor is a small debtor and he only have to give us 10,000 rupees. Okay, the debtor in some date, for example June 2, take June 2. Okay, in June 2 he paid us 2,000 rupees. He actually have to pay 10,000 rupees, he paid us 2,000 rupees. Okay, and after that the 8,000 rupees what was not yet paid. Okay, but we came to know that he also ran away. Okay, he also not going to give us the 8,000 rupees, but he already paid 2,000 rupees, and the 8,000 rupees we are not going to recover from him. He ran away, so this 8,000 rupees become bad debts. So in the first case, the total amount of 1 lakh rupees is not recoverable. So the total amount of 1 lakh rupees becomes bad debts. But in this case, we already recovered 2,000 from him, but we yet to recover the 8,000 rupees and he ran away. So we are not going to recover this 8,000 rupees. So only this 8,000 rupees going to become bad debts. Okay, now let's understand the meaning again. Okay, when a customer does not pay the amount, so when a customer does not pay the amount due, so the debtor, he is a customer. Okay, so actually when a customer buys something in credit, he becomes a debtor, so he is a customer. When a customer does not pay the amount due, so here he not paid the amount due 1 lakh rupees from him, and all the hopes of recovering the amount are lost. So he ran away, so we lost the hope of recovering the 1 lakh rupees, and it is said to be bad debts. This non-recoverable money is said to be bad debts. You understand? Okay, in this case also, when the customer does not pay the 10,000 rupees of money and we came to know that this 8,000 rupees is not recoverable from him, and the 8,000 rupees becomes bad debts. Okay, it's simple. The debts which is irrecoverable. Here the 1 lakh rupees is irrecoverable, so it becomes bad debts. Here the 8,000 rupees is irrecoverable, so it becomes bad debts. Okay, now you know what is the meaning of bad debts. Let's see what's the journal will be posted for bad debts. Here you can see the journal entry of bad debts. Let's first see what is the journal entry, and after we can analyze the journal entry, and I'll explain why the journal entry was made like this. Okay, the journal of the bad debts is bad debts account debit the money which we cannot recover, and to debtors account. Okay, the bad debts account debit to debtors account. Okay, let's see why this account has to be debited and why this account has to be credited. See, bad debts, here you can understand that this 1 lakh rupees we cannot recover is our loss, right? He has to pay 1 lakh rupees. Okay, we have to get 1 lakh rupees from him, but he not going to pay. It's actually our loss, right? So bad debts is a loss. Okay, if you know what are the modern rules of accounting, likewise the golden rules, there is modern rules, and the modern rules says when loss increases, here loss increases, right? Loss arising, when loss increases we have to debit. So bad debts is a loss, it increases, so we debit the bad debts account. Okay, clear? And here debtors, basically debtors is our asset. Okay, debtors is our asset. By way of bad debts, debtors is decreasing. How the debtor is decreasing? Here see, we have to receive 1 lakh rupees, so we have debtors worth of 1 lakh rupees. Okay, now we came to know this money cannot be recoverable. If we cannot recover the money, then why there has to be debtor? See, debtor, he has to pay us 1 lakh rupees. Okay, we came to know he is not going to pay, we cannot recover the money, so the debtor will be cancelled, right? The debtor will be cancelled because he not going to pay, and the 1 lakh rupees become bad debts, which is our loss. So that's why we are taking debtors account. Okay, debtors account is an asset account and it's decreasing. Here 1 lakh is decreasing because he's not going to pay, so we removing the debtor. Okay, we removing the debtor by changing the 1 lakh rupees into bad debts. This means loss. That's why the asset account decreasing. The modern rule says whenever asset account decreasing, credit the amount. Okay, that's why we credit debtors account and debiting bad debts account. So that's why the reason bad debts account debit to debtors account credit. Okay, let's see the important thing, how bad debts treated in final accounts. Okay, bad debts will be appear in P&L loss side. Here I reported this is profit and loss account, and profit and loss account debit side, which means it is loss. So profit and loss debit is loss and credit is income. Okay, it's loss and it's income, right? So bad debts have to be written in loss side because bad debts is a loss, right? We cannot recover the 1 lakh rupees, so it becomes our loss, and the loss will be accounted in P&L loss side, which means debit side. Okay, and how it will be treated in balance sheet. This is very important. In the balance sheet we have to less the bad debts from the debtors so that we can get the clear debtors. If you don't understand this, I made an example. Let's see. Okay, we have a lot of debtors here. So Mani, Madan, Loki, Maruvelan and Yugendra, so these persons are our debtors, and they each of one of them is have to give us 10,000 rupees. So total debtors is 50,000. Okay, in reality we will be not having the account as debtors account. In reality, in practical, we will be having the account name as Mani account, Madan account, Loki account. Money account means money debtor account. Madan account means Madan debtor account. Because in a trading there will be lot of debtors and lot of creditors. So in academically we only put debtors. So to understand, I made it the 5 debtors and the total debtors is 50,000. And we came to know that money is not going to be repay the money. We cannot recover the amount from money. So money becomes bad debts, which is 10,000. But we can recover the money from Madan, Loki, Maruvelan and Yugendra. So the total amount 50,000. The total debtors is 50,000 and we cannot recover the 10,000. So we less the bad debts. When it cannot recover, it becomes bad debts, and less the bad debts 10,000, and the result is the 40,000. Result is the 40,000 debtors. Here 10,000 debtors cannot recoverable, but the rest of debtors will be recoverable. Okay, money only become bad debts and these are recoverable. So the total debtors is 40,000. That's why in the balance sheet, the asset side, we will be writing debtors first and less the bad debits, and we will get the correct debtors account. Okay, this is how the bad debts will be treated. And thank you for listening. Thank you.